We're live.
Hey, what's going on, Global Hack Week?
I'm excited to see the folks at home's reactions to you being on here today, Ro.
Yeah, I'm excited too. As I was telling Mary earlier, I was really looking forward to communing with the Rosendo hive, as she so lovingly put it. Hi, Adam.
Is the Rosendo Hive in chat?
We've got a hello with 4 exclamations. That's a lot. I usually go with 2, but
Yeah.
I appreciate the extra effort.
Sometimes I do 3, but the four is good.
I like this one.
Hashtag ad.
Brought to you by VeriSign.
We aren't matching. My apologies. We're both wearing MLH things though.
Yeah, I've got a shirt. It's got my name on the back. Of course, you can't see that right now. It would be weird if you could.
Yeah.
What is Ro trying to sell us today? Well, I'm glad you asked, Adam, because I've got this brand new product that's called an iPhone 12. It's not even the newest version. Ridiculous.
Ro's gonna raffle it off live.
It's like the battery might be a little shot. You'll need a new charger. It's got a little crack on the side, but
I just got a new iPhone 2 weeks ago, probably. Mm-hmm. And I'm so amazed by the battery life. I didn't realize how bad my battery was before until now. I swear the battery could just last for weeks. I don't charge it every day. It's so crazy.
I tried not to charge mine every day, and what ended up happening was I charged it every single day and overnight and everything, and just like ran down my battery life cycles. But latest swag pack is gonna be Ro's iPhone, and it's gonna be locked to Face ID. So you're gonna need to like use another phone with me on FaceTime so I get it open.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, Mary, apparently your iPhone is also gonna get thrown up in there as well.
My old one. Yeah. Y'all can have it. It's cracked. The battery doesn't work. It's not good.
Yeah. Does it have Find My iPhone still on it? Because then like they could know your location at all times.
Oh, that's so scary. I'll have to remove that. I actually have been having to use my old phone because I haven't transferred over my like authenticator app. So sometimes to log into stuff, I still need it. So I've been keeping it charged.
Your whole life would just fall apart without that old.
It would. That Google authenticator. I also love the folks who always say Rosendo best guy with this. People are saying this exact same thing yesterday.
You know what? I'm gonna add it to my LinkedIn. It's just gonna say Rosendo best guy, like as my tagline.
Check mark. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Everyone go endorse Rosendo on LinkedIn for best guy.
Yeah, I'm going to add a new skill. It's going to be called best because, we just want to keep it as neutral as possible. And then if y'all could just add check marks next to it, that'd be great.
Yes. Rosendo is best. All righty. Well, it seems like we've got a good crew here today. Shall we jump into some slides?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Amazing. I can get them to go. All righty. First thing, as always, let's introduce ourselves. Ro, for the folks who don't know who you are and why you are best guy, tell us a little bit about yourself. There we
go. Sure thing. Yeah. So facts about me. I am a customer success manager here at Major League Hacking. And what that means is I sell things to people, #ad, which I'm going to be doing a little bit later on. No, I don't actually sell things. I just, make you feel like you're being sold things all the time, which is like, a very charming quality of mine. Outside of that, I like to make random art in my spare time. It's a neat little hobby of mine. Actually, I've got some artwork here that I want to show y'all that I've just been making. I just made this one for my room. This is pretty cool. So it's like cut out pieces of paper. Yeah. And this is Nipsey Hussle. I like rap. And I got another one. Bro. Yeah, and I made this one too. This one's a huge one. These are huge, by the way. Yeah, so this is DMX, another rapper that I enjoy.
And is that one also cut out of paper?
It's just like cut out pieces of paper and layered on top of each other. So it's really like, it's not so messy. Like paint gets really messy.
Yeah.
So that's why I started doing this instead, because it's just not that messy. But
that is so cool, bro.
yeah, I wanted to show y'all that. And yeah, we can do Blahaj art at some point. It'll be nice. But I did want to say that you can find me on Discord as well, in case you didn't know. Rosendo from MLH, in case you didn't know I was from MLH or that my name was Rosendo. I'm sure there are dozens of other Rosendos in the Discord server that you can confuse me with. But yes, that's how you can find me.
Amazing. I don't have any cool artwork to share today. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. But I'm Mary. I'm the first party events manager here. My fun fact today is that I finished the new Stranger Things season last night. I know everyone else watched it weeks ago, but I finally finished it. It was really good. So if anyone wants to discuss that, you can find me over on Discord or on Twitter. I still haven't checked Twitter yet this week, but I'm going to today. So
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's jump into yesterday. Oh, people are talking about Stranger Things now. We'll talk about it over on Discord.
I'm glad you got over how scary it was, Mary.
I know.
Yeah.
No, I told Rosendo like right when it came out that it was too scary and I wasn't going to be watching it. But yeah, I got over it and I watched it and it was actually very good. Okie dokie. I keep clicking away from the sides accidentally. Yesterday, y'all earned a ton of points. Rosendo, guess how many points they have earned?
1 million points.
Not quite, but we might get there today. Right now we have 31,000. Very, very impressive still. Very close.
Almost had it.
You almost had it.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a lottery ticket now. I'm so lucky today.
Mm-hmm. We also revealed our season mascot. What do you think of the new mascot, Ro?
You know what? This is gonna be a stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Get it? Because it didn't. Well, it's a giraffe, so like I like that the new mascot will really go out and stick its neck out for hackers next season.
Snaps for that one. That was good. This mascot really is going to be sticking its neck out for hackers. If you missed it, Swift announced it live yesterday. It's Jean the glitchy giraffe. I'm not wearing my shirt today, but I'll probably wear it again before the week is done.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all already were making fan art for it. I don't know if Ro's gonna pull out any art for Jean yet, but I can show you what other people made. Someone already made a sticker of it.
It's the perfect likeness.
It is. It really, really is. Extremely impressed. Someone made this, which I really like. Added like a little filter to this giraffe, made it look more like Jean. This is a more hyper realistic Jean.
I like it.
If you will. Yeah. I like this one as well. And then finally, look at this one. Someone made an entire GIF of it with hellos, and Jean is ice skating, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, honestly, there is a lot of ice in the giraffe's natural habitat, so this would make perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jean would be a natural ice skater, to be quite honest.
Yeah. I agree. Mm-hmm. I really do agree there. Alrighty. Folks also leveled up their UI UX skills. We did a workshop yesterday on UI UX, and I saw some very cool things come out of it. I pulled two of my favorites here. This first one, someone made a little shoe ad. Ooh. I really like the colors on this.
Absolutely.
Right?
It looks super clean. Everything, mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just like, my eyes go right across.
Yes.
Which is like, the main point. It's amazing. Very good.
Uh-huh. I would buy these shoes. They've been sold to me.
Absolutely. I have them on right now.
Mine are in the mail already. Someone also made a little mock-up of a personal website that I thought was cool. I like how simple this one is.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All righty. That is everything from yesterday. Shall we tell everyone what's happening today?
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited. I know that much.
Absolutely. First thing is a reminder, you can add the entire INIT schedule to your Google Calendar using this link. If you haven't done it already, you really should, because then you can see everything in your own time zone. I'm going to say everything in Eastern time zone, but I know a lot of y'all are not in Eastern time zone. So do this if you want it in your time zone. Alrighty. You want to tell us about the first workshop we have?
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, if y'all joined us yesterday, you'll know that Jay LaCroix, or Jay the Linux guy, is coming in and doing these really hefty Linux-based workshops with us. So today we're going to be learning how to strengthen your server's security, because you can never have too much security. And you know what? It makes me feel a lot less insecure knowing that Jay's going to teach us that.
So
Yeah.
true. Could not have said it better myself. After that, we're going to have Ritby on the stream for Chrome Dino. This is going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern time. If you haven't played Chrome Dino yet, it's very, very fun. It's the little game that pops up in Chrome whenever you're not connected to the internet. So go play it, have fun, try to get the best score. Maybe I'll challenge whoever gets the best score to do it live on stream tomorrow. Could be
Let's
fun.
do it.
Yeah. All righty. You want to tell the folks about our next event?
Yeah, absolutely. So y'all know Will. Will is excellent at knowing things about machine learning. He is not a machine himself, but he teaches machines things so that they can learn things. And he's going to teach you things as well. Not that y'all are machines, y'all are humans. But machine learning track part 4. It's going to be great. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard. Join us. This is a great session. I've sat in on it before, so definitely check it out.
Yes, and I believe that the poll Will was doing this week on what color he should dye his hair might have ended. So he might have a new hair color at the stream today, but I am not sure. Someone can correct me or confirm in chat, hopefully. After that, we have a rescheduled session. I know there was some confusion yesterday about this, but it is happening today. Steven's doing a quantum computing session. It's going to be at 6 p.m. Eastern today. If you've ever wanted to learn about quantum computing, or you've ever wanted to hang out with Steven, go and do it. You can do both at the same time. All righty.
Yep. And Danielle, obviously, is going to be teaching us how to create an Amazon Alexa app. So if you've got an Alexa sitting at home and you want to be like, Alexa, do this, that, and the third, well, Danielle's going to teach you how to customize everything. And it's going to be great because, honestly, I love telling machines what to do. It's the best part of my job.
100%. And if you don't have an Alexa, there's an online portal for it. So you can program a little Alexa in your computer.
Hey.
All righty, we have another session of Chrome Dino happening with the one and only Aditya. This is going to be at 4 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. If you missed the first one that Ritby's running, make sure you go to this one, or you can go to both and have double the Chrome Dino in your life.
You need it.
You do.
Absolutely. And 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Ritby is coming back at it again with some generative art with Flutter. So, yeah, if you like art and you like Flutter, and you like generating stuff, it's going to be the session that is built exactly for you. And also, Ritby has been really hard at work preparing the material here, so just make sure you drop in and give it a go.
Absolutely. And then second to last, we're going to have DSO on the stream tomorrow with Get Started with Blockchain Development using DSO. I'm personally very excited for this workshop. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you've ever wanted to start working on the blockchain, go and join them at 8 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. I know this is going to be a very popular session. And last but not least, Ro?
Yes, absolutely. Last but not least, we've got Velo by Wix, and they're going to be bringing in their developer relations person. Her name is Meredith, and she's going to be showing us how to integrate your Wix website using Twilio. So really amazing stuff. 10 a.m. tomorrow. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be hanging out. I'm going to be learning things, and I hope y'all learn things too.
Absolutely. And then I will be back tomorrow with Jacqueline live on stream. We're going to be talking about what's going on this week.
Sweet.
Another reminder to add the schedule to your calendar if you have not yet. Alrighty. We got through a lot of content, Ro. It's your time to take over and give the people some info.
All right. Well, I'm excited. It's ad time. It is time to add things. And I'm not talking about math. I'm talking about advertisements. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and pop my screen over and share a little Chrome tab I like to call Global Hack Week's website. And as you can see here, huge shout out to Vic for building this out. Really amazing stuff. I personally like this little quantum thing that's popping off on this person's hand. I like it a lot. But the thing I'm going to point your attention towards are going to be the sponsor logos on the bottom. Look at this array of logos, 3x3, very symmetrical, very nice. A lot of them are in white, some with some splashes of color, but a little bit more on that later. Right now, I'm just going to show y'all exactly what is being offered from the sponsor side for everyone to use throughout the week and any of the challenges that we have scheduled. So first things first, Twilio. If you click on the logo, it's going to go ahead and pop over to the Twilio website. And apparently I've got to share my entire window. So I'm just going to go ahead and share the entire window. And we're gonna also get to see all of the links that I click on. So that's going to be a huge plus for y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And here we go. We're back at it again, once again. So once you click on the Twilio logo, you will see the Twilio offer page pop up. So if you go through here, basically what's going to happen is you're going to get a free $50 promo code plus an additional $15 just for getting signed up. And you don't need a credit card to get signed up or to get started. It's really great. As I said before, we're actually going to be using Twilio in one of the workshops tomorrow. It's a great telephony API that you could basically use to integrate any type of mobile phone features that you would like to integrate to your app or to, whatever it is you happen to be building throughout the week. It's free money, Adam. It's going to be great because you know what? You can make phone calls from the Isle of Man all the way to New York City, and it's not going to cost you 10 cents a minute like it would back in the day. And I'm aging myself with that reference to a very old phone company. But yeah, Twilio is cool for notifications. Thanks for saving me there, Pompalock. And honestly, it's going to be a great offer for any of y'all. You could use it throughout the year. Twilio is going to be present at a ton of hackathons throughout the year as well. So it's the gift that keeps on giving. Awesome. All right, now on to Velo by Wix. Now, this is a new sponsor that we are actually debuting here at Global Hack Week. And we are really glad to have them because if you are the type of person that just doesn't want to build out your own front end, or you're looking for a solution that is a little bit more, I guess, low code than anything else, then Velo by Wix might be the solution for you. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to get set up, you're going to get started here, and you are going to start a project. And from here, actually, I have some random projects that I had started. These are like from my copywriting days when I used to be a copywriter. This is embarrassing. I didn't know this was going to happen, actually. So I don't know. I'm not going to click on these. This is before I even knew how to code. I think it might be fun. Let's look at how bad it is. Let's see. So yeah, Wix. Apparently, I've had a Wix account forever, but it's a free account, and you can just publish any web application that you have directly on the application itself. And this is kind of saving my life right now because it's like, don't show them how bad your whole website is. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and grab there it goes. Yeah, this is terrible. As you can see, this is before I learned how to code. I'm a much better front-end programmer at this point in time. I'm going to ask it to remind me later. But basically, if you do have existing websites on Wix, what you can now do is you can scroll up and turn on dev mode. For me, it's already automatically turned on. So now you have dev mode. And what you can do is you can actually go in. See, I have all my pages here on the left side. What you can go in is you can actually create a new file, and you could say script.js here. And now you can go in and actually start grabbing elements from your page. See, I've got, this is image 4. It's got an ID. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I can zoom in. Sort of helps. Anyway, this image here has an ID of image 4, and I can just grab it from there and then start adding code here. And it's basically a way for you to integrate JavaScript into your existing static website to give it more functionality. And on top of that, you could actually add a web module. You could add other things like a database and things of that nature to actually coincide with your website. And like I said, this is all free. I think for the back end stuff, you're gonna have to host it elsewhere. But as far as the actual Velo integration, it's already built into the Wix platform. And yeah, you could just start doing a lot cooler things with your Wix websites. And there's also code packages that you can install. You can install different types of packages that they already have built in. Here you can do a Google Sheets integration. I know we love Google Sheets here at MLH, so that's pretty cool. And there's even a Zoho integration or a Zapier integration if you like those things. And you could even install via npm, which is a cool thing. If y'all are not familiar, it's a Node package manager. And if you are familiar with JavaScript, it might be something that is interesting to you. So I'm gonna stop embarrassing myself with this ridiculous website and look away from it. Now, make sure you just go to the click on the logo for Wix, and you will be taken to that page, and it'll be great for you. All right, let me just click out of here. The next is going to be DSO. So DSO is a decentralized social networking platform. It's built on the blockchain. When you click on the logo on the website, it brings you to something called the DSO Dev Hub. So here you can try every single DSO API that they currently have available. So as you can see here, like you can click on the login API and it'll give you a code sample of how you can actually integrate this into your code. And the best way to do this currently is using React. But if I click on here, basically what's going to happen is it's going to bring up like a modal that actually runs this code for me. So yeah, look, I can log in as Rosendo Pili, and I can click here to log in, and it does it again. And now I'm going to be logged in, and what that does is it logs me into my Diamond App account, which is pretty cool. So let's go to Diamond App, and as you can see, I'm logged in. And you know what? You can do a ton of cool stuff here. I could even take a screenshot of me and Mary right now. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a screenshot. And what I'm going to do is I am going to... No, don't be slow. All right, I'm going to take this. I'm going to pop that screenshot in there. And I'm going to post it.
Look at us.
And now I'm going to create it and turn it into an NFT. And I'm going to put it on sale for $1 million.
Incredible.
I don't know if that's a million, but it'll have to do. All right. And then create NFT. Yep. It's a very high quality NFT. I really suggest y'all buying it. It's definitely something you're going to want. And you could bid on it. You know, I've got no bidders currently, but, you know, at me, come check us out, Mary. I will split the profits with you. It is all good. So yeah, that's Diamond App. And, you know, sign up for a Diamond App account, because basically what you can do is you can programmatically post Diamond App. And we have another piece of documentation that you could actually use specifically for that. And it's called DSO Dev Hub Doc. It's a hack pack link. And, you know, I drew up this documentation for folks that wanted to get started with the Dev Hub. And the first thing you're going to do, obviously, is like sign up for a Diamond App account. You should also get some free DSO with that. You'll get like a small amount. The amount that you get actually depends on the location of your ID. So I know it says like $1, but sometimes the amounts can vary. So be prepared for that. But outside of that, you will have enough for you to do like some of the basics things on the platform. And this, like, basically this document is going to walk you through how to actually programmatically post something to the DSO blockchain and then have it render on Diamond App. The last time I was here, I was actually able to post something. Oh yeah, and this is the Creatica NFT that I built, the MS Paint Bob Ross painting that I created an NFT of. It is still here. It's got 3 likes though, but yeah, we're still waiting for a buyer. Yeah, no buyer yet. But as you can see here, this is what I tested this out before, and you know I was able to post programmatically to the from the Dev Hub using using a React app, and it posts here automatically. And as you can see, that's what we posted 91 days ago at Global Hack Week Share, which is super cool. So yeah, check all those things out. This doc is going to save your life, and it's going to make sure that you are able to actually post things to the blockchain. So that's pretty sweet. And also, you'll learn more about it later today at 8 a.m. with Ty Fisher, the DevRel person at DSO as well. Cool. Moving right along. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of this sponsor, but I just, I want to introduce them. The sponsor is called GitHub. Really important tool to know as a programmer. I'm just letting y'all know, putting y'all onto game here. They also have this really cool thing called the Global Campus. So GitHub Global Campus is, and I can see just by the chat, I'm really just blowing people's minds with allowing them to see what this product actually is. But basically GitHub is where future developers meet. As you can see from the screenshot here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to join Global Campus. It might take you a little while to actually get onboarded to the platform, but the sooner you do it, the sooner you'll have access to these awesome resources that they have. So you've got the virtual event kit. It's got cool things like you can get a domain here. You can get some Microsoft Azure credits. You can get another domain that gives you a lot of domains, 2 of them, I think. And then you can also get some StreamYard access, so you can do your very own, like, Global Hack Week daily broadcast that competes with this one tomorrow if you had the gusto. But I would prefer it if you didn't, because that'd be mean. And then you also get like a professional Canva subscription. That's just in the virtual event kit. And if you go to the intro to web dev kit, you'll get a ton of things as well. So there's DigitalOcean credits. There is a JetBrains subscription. That's pretty sweet. And a ton of other things that you can use here. And there's also like educational tools that you can use to like, kind of level up your dev skills. But if you just want to see GitHub, the actual website, this is what it looks like. You see? You could put your posts, you could put your code here. And yeah, I've got some cool websites that I have access to here. I won't click into those. Some of them are MLH properties, and I might get in trouble. But now we're just gonna. This is what GitHub looks like. You can post your code here and share it and collaborate. Yeah, I mean, there's also this thing called Git. You could use it in the terminal. That's a whole other story, though. We won't get too much into that. That's like a whole different class to take. But yeah, GitHub has a website. Exactly. I'm glad I'm putting y'all on. Next sponsor is going to be VeriSign. So they've got this awesome domain service called namestudio.com. If you click there, it will take you directly to namestudio.com. And what you can do here is you can search for available domains. So that's one thing you can do. And obviously, as you can see, rosendopilly.com is available. Please don't steal it.
You need to buy that, Ro.
No, I wish I didn't click on it now, because someone from the chat is gonna like hold it hostage and be like, send me a Blahaj painting or something like that. Like, they'll release your website. But outside of that, so now that we got the suggestions, we can actually brainstorm cool things. So, like obviously you can go in here and you could remove like whatever it is you wrote before. Oh, whoops. Suggest and just click. Okay, so you go into brainstorm, and what you could do is you could actually add prefixes. So like, let's say you wanted to build an app that had a website that had app in the beginning, and then you could do software, or you could just click different things, and it'll only suggest websites that are still available to you. So you could also change the domain name as well. So this is pretty cool, and that's what Name Studio does. We aren't asking for much here. Click on it, right? Come up with some cool domain names and send them over our way, and let us know if you decide like to actually mess around and get one on your end. So you could also copy it to clipboard. Look at this. Boom.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, really convenient feature in my opinion. Because you can't highlight it. You got to use copy to clipboard. So outside of that, so that's VeriSign, great sponsor. Next, we've got Linode. So obviously, if you click on this link, what's going to happen is it's going to send you directly to the Global Hack Week landing page for Linode. And you can sign up with either Google, you can sign up with GitHub, or you can sign up via email. And I know some folks here have been having some issues with actually getting validated on the service. So what I want you to do is open up a ticket, drop your email, your first and last name, and let me know, because then what I'll do is I'll get your account unblocked on the Linode end, and we'll get someone to look into it as soon as possible and try to get you started on actually using Linode services. So it's just a general purpose cloud sponsor, and they do things like storage buckets. You can also do DNS. You could spin up your own servers. They've got a lot of different services there that are very similar to the other cloud providers you may be used to. And also we've got an awesome workshop that's going to be popping off tomorrow, so you can also check that out and learn more. Next sponsor is going to be Replit. Now, I think this is like GitHub. Like, a lot of people haven't heard of this one yet. So Replit is it's a really cool website where you can host your code. You can go in, you can actually, like, if I go here, I'm going to create my own REPL, and I'm going to you can use anything. You could use HTML, CSS, and you could just create a REPL here. And what that does is now you have this like in-browser environment for you to actually create code. and you could not create code. You can just create things like applications. Here I've got HTML, CSS, and JavaScript set up. So obviously I can click over across all of these different files that are already built for me, and I can start writing cool things. And then you can see the output here. So let's see if I do like a P, and I say cool. I'm just gonna misspell it on purpose, and it should pop up. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, best website ever. I'm gonna stay on Replit for now because I want to jump to a different sponsor. The different sponsor is called Coil, and basically what Coil does is it helps you to monetize your websites. And what that means is you could actually be earning like small amounts of microtransactions whenever someone visits your website. And the only thing you need to do is you actually just need to go in and create a meta tag here. And I'll go ahead and get a meta tag that I have from a different Coil resource that we have. So basically, when you click on the Coil logo, what it's going to do is it's going to ask you to go ahead and sign up, and we'll get you a promo code. You'll get signed up on the service itself. But if you wanted to learn a little bit more about how Coil actually works, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to head over to Backpack Coil Medium, and I've got this little nifty let's wait for it to load up. I've got this little nifty blog post that you can actually use, and it will walk you through the entire process. It's really cool. I think in addition to getting paid, like like little microtransactions for your actual website, what you can do is you can actually display certain content that is only visible to people who have Coil accounts and who have like the actual like plugin installed onto their browser. So that's really cool. I have like a example of that a little further down as well. As you can see, this is like the cute pupper website that I built. If you have and I'm going to zoom in a little bit for folks. And if you have the Coil plugin installed and you're looking at this website, you're going to see this additional puppy picture. But if you didn't have it, it'll only show you 5. And the way that I did that was I was actually able to hide some of the content using the Coil API or using the web monetization API. And I'll show you that here. As you can see, these are the puppers, and manage extensions and turn this on. That should be good. Coil it's red right now. Okay, has access to this website. Let's refresh it. Don't do this to me now. Oh, I've got to sign in. That's why. You know what? I don't know my username or password. Take the screenshots and take my word for it, because I don't want to eat up too much time like trying to remember my password. Yeah, there are going to be more than 3 puppies. There's going to be 6 of them all together. I promise. So you go in there, and basically all you're going to do is you're gonna create a meta tag with the name monetization, and then your content is going to be whatever like actual wallet that you have. And if you don't have a wallet, let's say you don't want to set up a wallet, you don't want to set up like your own wallet address, what you can do is you can actually donate your website to other folks who already have like existing pointers. So this is a list of existing social benefit payment pointers that you can use in lieu of actually like monetizing and setting up your own wallet. So I know some folks have had like issues like setting up a wallet in the past. You could donate to any of these like awesome organizations. I like that. I think Free Code Camp used to be up here. Yep, it's still here. That's the one I usually use. But there are other ones like the Mozilla Foundation. I don't know why it's foundation twice. I think it's like twice as good as like regular foundations. But yeah, take a look at this website. It's all in the blog. Check it out. That's Coil. But going back to Replit, what I wanted to do was I actually wanted to monetize this awesome website that I got. So I think it's monetization. Let me just make sure that I've got this right. Let's go back to the document. Yep, that's it. And now I'm gonna grab my favorite wallet, and yep, I've got to surround it in quotes. All right. So I'm gonna do content equals, and then put this in quotes, and then close it out. So it's a meta tag, so you don't have to close it out. It's self-closing. And now this website is actually being monetized with this payment pointer. So what this does is now that you have this like monetization tag in your website, it's actually changing the state of the website itself. The state of this website is going to read either monetize, either true or false, depending on like who the user is. So like basically anyone that visits the website, it's gonna scan their browser and see whether or not the Coil web browser is actually like a browser extension is actually uh, installed there. And if it's true, then you can like now start to display certain content based on whether or not that variable is true. So it's pretty cool. And that's how I did the puppy website. I'm not going to do it now because there's not a lot of cool content to display here other than call. I'll go in and like monetize the O so you can get the whole. Anyway, so that's my Replit Coil demo. I'm gonna leave this because it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous website, not Coil or the puppy website, but the one I built. Last but not least, we have AppWrite. So AppWrite is the last sponsor that we're going to be talking about today. If you click on that, you're going to see that this is like the installation process. What I would suggest is, reading through the docs and checking it out and seeing if it's for you. But you can also click on the logo here and click on the get started. The one thing that you need to know, this is like one gotcha about setting up AppWrite, because what AppWrite is, basically it's an outsource, it's like a backend that you can use in the cloud. So you don't have to actually build out an API yourself. You could just build out your backend stuff inside of the AppWrite API and then leverage it from your code base. So for this, I am actually going to show you my entire screen and close out of some stuff here. So I've got a terminal open and I'm going to go ahead and install AppWrite. The first thing that I needed to do was make sure that I had Docker open. So that's the other thing. That's the only gotcha, like I was mentioning. You need to make sure that you've got Docker installed. If you don't have Docker installed, quick Google search of Docker. Yep, documentation, get Docker. Yep, you've got all of the options available. So Docker Desktop for Mac, Windows, or Linux. And once you've got it installed, now you can start running this awesome API using AppWrite. So I'm just going to copy that and click into it and drop it in my terminal and let that go. And usually it doesn't take this long, but yeah, what it's doing right now is it's installing things. So starting the AppWrite installation, now you're going to choose your default port. I'm just going to keep it at the default. Same thing here. You can put your own API key if you'd like. You could also add it later. And yeah, so now everything is set up and you don't need to enter a DNS unless you have a custom DNS. You could just like run it straight from localhost. And now that that's done, basically it's running. So this is going to run for a little bit. It might take you a couple of minutes. I know the first time I tried it, I was a little bit confused because I was like, hey, what's going on? Why is like there's not like an actual window popping up? But let me zoom in here. Once this gets set up, you're going to want to jump into your web browser. Oops. My computer's struggling. Let's see. Web browser, there you go. Type in localhost. And once this gets set up, basically what's going to happen is this site is going to render the AppWrite API. And essentially what's going to be happening at that point is you're going to be running the actual suite within a Docker container. So this way you're not actually like, eating up all of your actual like, machine's RAM or anything. You're actually just like running all of these like little packets that it has directly in the container and on your browser. So let me try this one more time. There you go. 4.4 now found. It takes a little while to get set. It's successfully installed. So it should pop up. There you go.
Here we go.
Awesome. So now that you've got this up and running, what you can do is you can create a project. And if you are like, not familiar with Docker and you want to kind of see like what's happening on the Docker side of things and like see what that container kind of looks like, I'll show you my dashboard here as well. And hopefully it pops up sooner than later. While that pops up or waits to pop up, I'll show you the stuff here. Here's my doc. So basically what's happening is this entire website is running off of my local host, but everything that is informing this website, my computer's like super struggling right now. And I feel like I froze. Am I good?
I think you're good.
Okay, cool. So yeah, like you'll see here that I'll have like an AppWrite container. It should populate. There you go. So this is what's running on my browser right now. And it's got images in here and volumes, and they're all AppWrite related currently because that's like the only thing that I'm currently running. So I'll just X out of this for now because it's eating up a lot of my RAM. But basically, what you're going to want to do here is you're going to want to create a project. And once you create a project, and this is going to be live stream project. Once you create a project, it should open up on a new window for you. It's creating the new project for me now. Don't close out of your original terminal. You're going to want to keep that open because you're going to want to like actually shut down your Docker instance at a later point in time. So now that you've got your project set up, you're going to see like, these are all the stats for your project. These are the documents that you have, the amount of storage that you're using, the amount of users that you have, and the amount of executions you've had in the last 24 hours, 30 days, or 90 days, depending on the amount of time that you want to take a look at. And here you can even change the theme from light to dark. I'm going to stick with the navy blue one because it matches my shirt and I like to stay coordinated. All right. So that's like just on a high level what it looks like. If you go into database, now this is a cool thing. You can add a new database, right? So here I'm going to call this live stream again. And, like obviously the database works like any other database. If you built one before, this is like the umbrella of everything that is going to be housed in the database. It's going to be called live stream. And as far as collections go, collections are going to be the tables within your database. So you can create a new table, and I'm going to call this one people, and I'm going to create it. So now you have a table in your database called people. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create documents. Now your documents are the actual rows in the table. So any document that you have in your table is an entry inside of your database, and it comes with attributes and indexes. So in order to create a document, I need to create an attribute, and the first attribute I'm going to create is called, well, here you could actually check out, and you can check out like the different types of data that you can be putting into your database. It's going to be a new string for me because my attribute that I want to create is going to be called named. I'm actually going to call this one. I'm going to cheat and just like the full name. And I'm going to create the sides here. You can make it go as far up as however you want. So I'm going to make the names as long as 40 characters. And we're going to make this required. You could turn it into an array if you'd like, but obviously full name is only going to be one thing because I don't want people to have multiple names in my database. So we're going to create that. So now we have an attribute. So now you can put full names into your database table. The database table, as I mentioned before, is called people. And each document has an attribute, and you can also include an index for each attribute, which is, in this case, is going to be an ID. And the attribute that I'm going to assign it to is going to be full name. Now I can add this. I don't need that. Now I can create this attribute. And now anytime I add a full name into my table, it's going to come with its own ID automatically. So I can add this document now, and I can go in and I could type it in, boom, create, and now I've got, look, it looks just like a table. It's a full name, Rosendo Pili, plus a unique ID that gets associated with it. Now, this is all good and well. You could play around on this system all day long and kind of like check it out and see what's like, see what's what. You can create databases. You can create storage buckets to kind of store like some of the assets that your website might be leveraging. You can, I know I made a users table, but like you can have like another users table. Like they have like an actual users service that you could use like off in to your like basically you can piggyback off of different like off of existing like authorization stuff. And you also have functions. So these kind of like Lambda functions that you would be doing on the cloud as well. So you can add that here, anything that powers your API. But the best thing about this is you can leverage all of this directly from your code base. Now let's go back into the docs and click on databases. And as you can see, like, you'll be able to develop using the SDK, and it's got all of your functionality. It's got the full suite of CRUD functionality that you would have with any type of other database. So you can create, you can read, you can update, and you can delete. And all of those functions are going to be located here in this documentation, and it's going to have like actual code that you can reference and see. And everything's like this looks like JavaScript to me. So if you're like, a Node person, you could use Node, but there are also different SDKs that are supported. In particular, I think you can use Python, Java, C. So anything that you are already familiar with, you'll be able to actually use. But yeah, here, as you can see, we've got a post, we've got a get request, another get request. I don't know what the difference is there. Update document. So you could, like I said, you can update whatever the existing entries are in the database as well, or you could delete it, which is like pretty much the whole suite of functionality. And like I said, all of the sample code is already located here, which is super cool. Now, the reason I'm going so in depth into AppWrite is because not only are they a sponsor at Global Hack Week, but they're also going to be a sponsor of hackathons moving forward in the fall. So I want y'all to get super familiar with this technology because they're going to be giving away some really cool prizes once we get them at hackathons. And obviously, it's a super simple product to use. Even I can do it. Now, last but not least, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to Docker stop AppWrite. And that's going to shut it down. Hopefully, it should echo back to me. There you go. All right, you can Control C out of that also, and I think that's pretty much it. Docker stop. Yeah, I think I'm good to go. Might need to go in like shut down some of the things that are running in the background, but yeah, I think I'm good to go. I can X out of that terminal and go back to the sponsor page, which has no more sponsors for me to gush over. But yeah. All these are great. In about 15 minutes, I'm going to be jumping into the Linode workshop with Jay, the Linux guy. So if y'all want to join me there, I am more than happy to see you. More than happy to hang out. And Amazing. That's it. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, Ro. I really love this suggestion. Rosendo teaching us how to use sponsor tools should be an Apple TV original. I agree. That was awesome. I honestly didn't know that AppWrite could do that much stuff, and it's way simpler to use than I was expecting. So very, very cool.
Shout out to Aditya for showing me how to do it and making me look amazing. Rosendo, what's your t-shirt size? Too small at the moment. It's a medium. I need to get a large. I need to bump it up a notch.
Those MLH or T's really do run small.
They're very snug.
Yeah.
But
that's a perfect transition into the Q&A. What questions do y'all have for Rosendo and I? We can answer a few, and then we'll need to get off of here so Linode can come in and start the stream.
All right, yeah, mummified. I mean, I don't feel that way. I just it's definitely, form fitting. Working on my summer bod, y'all.
Bro, to celebrate you being here today, do you want to pick someone out to give a swag drop to?
Oh man, I've got to do it at random.
Yeah,
I've got to do it at random.
What we did yesterday that didn't work very well was I had Ryan close his eyes and then click, like hovering over one of the comments. But it didn't work super well because he had trouble getting it to actually appear on the screen. But if you want to try it, we could do it again.
Okay, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna scroll all the way up to like the top, like from the beginning, the very beginning.
Okay.
And then I'm going to scroll with my eyes closed and then pick someone, and hopefully it's not like the comment with me just like commenting random like links and stuff.
If that happens, you win the swag drop.
Yeah, so you know what? I correct myself. I hope that happens now.
Yeah.
No, of course I want y'all.
It's some good swag.
Awesome. I'm gonna close my eyes now. Here we go. 1. I'm gonna count to 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one.
Oh my gosh, that was like perfect. That's a perfect comment to win.
So someone said swag and got swag. That is like manifesting swag into your.
It truly is. This hacker, open a ticket and you'll get some swag courtesy of Rosendo. Exciting stuff. We love to see it. What questions y'all have? I apologize if anyone asks questions in the chat. It's been completely blown up by comments of people wanting swag now. But if you do have a question, we have like 5 minutes and we can answer them. I don't know if people have questions though by day 4. I feel like everyone's just a pro. Can you do the Wordle? Maybe another day. Oh.
We've got, does Rosendo dream of ads when he sleeps? I'm weird. I don't remember my dreams too often, but when I do, it's definitely like, Steve Jobs talking about like the next Apple functionality. So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Can I ask an AppWrite question?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can. How are you doing, Ro?
How am I doing?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing so well. I'm gonna take a sip of water.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Now I can talk about ads for another hour.
Oh my gosh. I'm not sure if this is the AppWrite. This is a different person, but a good question. What is the best way to learn AppWrite?
The best way to learn AppWrite. So what you're gonna want to do is jump into the AppWrite documentation. The best way to do it is to kind of just like go in and start using it. So I would suggest like maybe replaying the part of this stream like once it's up on Twitch or on YouTube, and taking a look at like the first part where I set everything up. Make sure you download Docker first. But yeah, like getting started and just kind of playing around with everything will definitely help you out a lot, because for me, like reading through the docs is good, but like also like actually doing it is gonna like, and it's really low stakes. You can't make a mistake really that's gonna be too detrimental for you. Just like go in there, make some mistakes, and you'll be able to figure it out. And also, yeah, like you could do that coinciding with the documentation. I think that's the best way.
Another very important question. Rosendo, what is your favorite coding language?
My favorite coding language is the only one where I'm like semi good at, which is gonna be JavaScript. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, I know a little bit of Java and Python, but yeah, mostly JavaScript. And if you like, a lot of people don't count it as a language, obviously, but I'm pretty decent at CSS.
Nice. I think that totally counts.
Yep.
Do you know the answer to this one off the top of your head, Ro? If not,
yeah.
Send it over to Aditya.
Absolutely. So basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be leveraging a lot of those API calls directly from the front end of your project. So the whole idea of AppWrite is that you don't need to build out your backend. You can build out the backend like non-programmatically in a low-code environment using AppWrite. And then what happens is you can actually leverage all of that information using, whatever language you're using on your front end as an API call.
Nice. Very, very cool. We have time for probably 1 or 2 more questions. So get them in, folks, and then we'll take a 5-minute break before we have Linode. Which question do you want to answer, Ro? We have a lot coming in now.
Yeah. Not many questions.
I know there were no questions, and now there's a bunch.
Yes, is AppWrite free to check analytics? Yes, it is free to check analytics. It's got a dashboard there where you can just check everything.
Do you need to have Docker running in the background when you're setting it up?
Yeah, so you're going to want to set up your Docker. You're going to want to set up everything on Docker first. So really all that entails is just installing Docker and having it running in the background, because what the AppWrite command in your terminal does is it spins up a Docker container to house all of that AppWrite functionality. And also, just like, as a heads up, they are doing something in the cloud, and you can, on the website itself, you can sign up for like an advanced like screening of like the cloud functionality for AppWrite. So in the future, like for like future hackathons, we won't need to use Docker to actually host the backend. We'll be able to do everything on the cloud, which is going to be a lot more convenient for obviously everyone here, especially if you don't want to like have to deal with containers, and everything will be in your browser. So.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
This person sent us a tweet. I can't click on links in here, but if you tag me in Discord, I would love to open whatever you tweeted. But yeah. This person really wants to know how many programming languages we know. I'm not sure. I don't program on a regular basis at all. The only one I would say I know very well is Java and C#.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna so Java and C#. Those are the languages we know between the two of us.
There we go.
We're like super hackery. Like I know enough to know what to Google. So and the things that y'all build in a weekend definitely impress me to no end, because it would take me way longer than that for the most part when I'm going through the projects. So kudos on that. And yeah, you can become an adult, a full-grown adult, and not know how to like proficiently program in any language, but still, kind of sort of do it on a day.
All righty. Shall we end this stream so we can get over to Linode?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any parting words for the folks at home, for the Rosendo Hive?
Yes. Be kind and be good. No, I'm not gonna do that. It was such a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. I am looking forward to the next time.
All righty. We will leave it on this comment. Bye, y'all.
Later.